Oh boy, I've been waiting to react to a video where Charlie Kirk addresses The View and what they had to say. I don't know if you guys remember, I did a reaction, basically reacting to when The View came out and said what they said, that based on when Trump won and blah, blah, blah. You know, it was interesting hearing Sonny's take, and I'm just looking forward to hearing Charlie Kirk's take. Now, I have not watched this video yet, so this is a real reaction, okay? Can't wait to see it. We're gonna be watching it together. Get your popcorn ready. Without further ado, let's rock.
Oh my God!
Saw this clip. Her disgusting, gross elitism and her complete out of touch nature with respect to the rest of the world. Sonny Hostin goes on The View and decides now would be a great time to dump all over the so-called uneducated, not non-college educated, the uneducated, which is what you are in Sonny Hostin's view, including you, Charlie Kirk, because she's conflating, right, people who didn't go to college with people who are uneducated. We've got to look at the clip, and then I need your reaction.
What we did not have is white women who voted about 52%, right, for Donald Trump. Uneducated white women, is my understanding. You have Latino men, actually, voting more for him. And you have, and black men was not the story. We're not the story here because they voted almost 80% for the vice president.
Right.
So why do you think that uneducated white women voted against their reproductive health freedoms? And why do you think Latino men voted in favor of someone that's going to deport, says he's going to deport the majority of his community?
White women like being called uneducated white women. I think the economy matters, national security matters. But when you put people in these boxes, I think that's a takeaway from this race.
Okay. It's amazing. She's specifically they're referring to the women, but of course it's the non-college educated men as well who voted for Donald Trump. And the nerve of this woman to whom the country has given so much to try to dump on people who didn't go to college. Look at you. Look at your achievements. How do you like the so-called uneducated now, Sonny?
Yeah, and again, by the way, rarely do you get the answer to a question in the question. And her whole question is exactly why there was a rebellion against them.
Yes.
Listen, just because you didn't go to college doesn't mean you're stupid, and it doesn't mean that you don't have wisdom. I always differentiate between knowledge and wisdom. You can go to college and get a bunch of irrelevant facts about how men can allegedly give birth or whatever they teach. I mean, it's or about North African lesbian poetry. Okay, that stuff's fine, I guess.
Awesome.
But I said this to our team. I said working people, the muscular class, including working women in the sense of, you know, waitresses and women that work for Amazon. And there's a lot of women delivery drivers. They are so in favor of Trump, and they don't want to be called stupid or uneducated. And I've said this for so long, and it's finally manifested, which is that it is laced into how we do our public opinion polling. And she played into it perfectly, because I've said this for a decade, and finally I have a piece of evidence to show this more than anything else, that we look at how we elect our leaders in two buckets: stupid and smart. And the stupid people are the people that don't have a certificate from Yale, and the smart people are $200,000 in debt because they went to drug.
Wait a minute. Thank you, Charlie. Thank you. Fact, big fact. You want to talk about the reality. That's the real reality. I'd rather figure it out and have an opportunity than be $200,000 in debt tied to my name. Come on. Now, I'm not knocking everybody that's going to college. That's not what I'm doing here. But let's keep it real. He is spitting facts. Back to the video.
Break. And so the breakdown, though, is that Donald Trump, which, by the way, is just smart politics, because there's more people that didn't go to college than did go to college. And I know that's really hard for the Democrats to realize, because everyone in their circle went to college, but the majority of the country actually does not have a four-year college diploma. The majority of the country are people that have two-year technical degrees or community college, or they just went into the workforce right out of high school. And so Donald Trump gave these people a voice because they're tired of being told that they're stupid just because they didn't go into debt to go study something that doesn't matter, to find jobs that don't exist. And these people, by the way, Megyn, both men and women, we call them, as I said, the muscular class. They are the ones that kept the economy alive to great personal risk for themselves and their family during COVID. They're the ones that delivered you your Uber Eats for 3 months on straight, while you in the laptop class were able to keep on doing your job by opening your laptop in the comfort of your home while the Amazon trucks were still delivered and the supply chain went uninterrupted. Those people have felt belittled. They have felt talked down to. And Donald Trump communicated with them better than any candidate since Ronald Reagan in 1988.
Whether you want to agree with it or not, I don't care if you're on the left or the right. I think even people on the left agree with this statement right here. That is a fact. You are not going to tell me that he didn't communicate better with those people. Second, that wasn't the case. I have experienced that, right? By the way, I talk to a lot of people. I talk to a lot of people in general, but I talk to a lot of the workers, maybe whether it be a sanitation worker, maybe whether it be a delivery worker, whether it may be an Uber driver. I have conversations all the time with the Uber driver. I don't know about y'all. I'm that guy. And for the most part, every time I got in that car, it was not Kamala, I can tell you that much, right? And I'm not saying that every time. I have spoken to people that were in favor of her, but I'm just saying for the most part, these are the people that weren't being listened to, right? At the end of the day, this right here is what it was about. This is why he won and the Dems lost. This is why. We could sit here for hours and talk about the whole thing. This is why right here. Back to the video.
And the final point I'll say is this, is Sonny, do you guys thought that abortion was going to be this like quasi-zealot religious issue? I'm pro-life. If people in the audience aren't, that's fine. What I'm saying though, what gives me promise, and I think we can all agree on this, is that there are other issues that should animate and drive our politics other than this very divisive one. And I was really encouraged by that, Megyn. Very encouraged, because the media was forcing this as an up or down vote on a referendum on a highly complicated, very emotional, very personal issue. And it turned out the American people were like, yeah, actually, these other 6 things matter more, and good for them.
By the way, Sunny Hostin, I think, went to Notre Dame. Her son's at Harvard. Her daughter's at Cornell. She's married to the Ivy League. And that's why she looks down on everyone else as a bunch of stupid losers who didn't vote the right way because they're not as smart as she is. I spent many years across from Sunny Hostin on the set of Bill O'Reilly. She is not as smart as she thinks she is. In fact, I defy you to show me one debate we ever had that she won. There isn't one. So
shots fired, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys, we're going to end it there. All right, so here is my personal take, okay? So I already reacted to that video, right? Not when it came out, maybe a couple days after, but whatever. And I literally, when she was saying that, I was a bit dumbfounded, because I was like, holy smokes, you really took it there, right? But then again, how can I be, right? So, but I 1000% agree with Charlie Kirk here, because it's just your Uber drivers, your sanitation workers, your electricians, your plumbers, all these people. These are the people that felt like they were not being listened to for the longest time, not just this past one, right? But I feel like this has been brewing for a while. This is my personal opinion. You could disagree with me. Leave in the comment section below. But yeah, I feel like that's been brewing for a while. And essentially now it's like, it's pretty much up. It's up. I mean, the election's already over. I mean, Trump already won. This is all done. But moving forward, I do think that I am optimistic, and I say this all the time, and I do think that they will be heard a lot more. And I hope that they're heard a lot more, because to be honest with you, we need them, right? We need them. They're important, just like everybody else. All right, guys. So guys, get in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Do you agree with Charlie or not? Let me know. Thank you for watching. Till next time.